After nearly 2 years of war, a controversial decision is now on the table that could change everything. Israel's government is preparing for a pivotal vote that could escalate the conflict to unprecedented levels. With a potential full-scale reoccupation of Gaza looming, fears are growing, internationally, domestically, and even within Israel's own military. What's really happening behind closed doors? And what could this mean for the region? Israel's security cabinet is set to meet Thursday to decide whether to carry out a full conquest of Gaza, a move Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has reportedly already endorsed. The operation, if approved, would mark the most significant military escalation since Israel withdrew from Gaza nearly 2 decades ago. It comes amid a stalled ceasefire process, growing international concerns, and a humanitarian disaster already unfolding on the ground. The plan under consideration is massive in scope and consequence. It would involve a phased military campaign over 5 months to reoccupy all areas of Gaza not currently under Israeli control, an estimated 25% of the territory. The aim, to fully dismantle Hamas's remaining strongholds and recover Israeli hostages. A major part of this plan involves displacing roughly 1 million Palestinians, mostly from Gaza City and other northern areas, pushing them once again into the south. Israel would build new compounds to house these evacuees and, in coordination with the United States, expand aid distribution through the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. From 4 current sites, that number would grow to 16. But the move is facing stiff resistance, not from the international community alone, but from within Israel's own military leadership. Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir, the IDF's chief of staff, has reportedly warned Netanyahu that such a plan could have dangerous consequences. In a closed-door meeting Tuesday night, Zamir cautioned that a full takeover could entrap Israeli forces inside Gaza, limit operational flexibility, and most critically, jeopardize the safety of the remaining Israeli hostages believed to be held by Hamas. The concern is that Hamas would use the escalation to retaliate or scatter captives, making recovery far more difficult or impossible. Despite the warnings, Netanyahu appears undeterred. Reports indicate he's moving forward with the full conquest plan, using the breakdown in ceasefire negotiations as a political lever. The most recent round of talks collapsed in Qatar just 2 weeks ago, with the US and Israeli delegations accusing Hamas of bad faith. Hamas, for its part, said it's willing to return to the table if humanitarian aid increases significantly. President Donald Trump weighed in on Tuesday, saying it's pretty much up to Israel whether to fully occupy Gaza. That statement is being interpreted as a de facto green light, signaling that Washington won't obstruct Netanyahu's decision, even if it diverges from military advice. Meanwhile, the humanitarian situation continues to deteriorate. After 22 months of war, much of Gaza lies in ruins, and starvation is widespread. Human rights groups and international bodies are warning that a full takeover would not only intensify the crisis, but also leave Israel legally and morally responsible for the welfare of millions of Palestinians. The international community has repeatedly called for restraint, aid access, and a long-term political solution. But with each passing day and each policy shift, the window for diplomacy appears to be shrinking. If Netanyahu's plan is approved, Israel would be making one of its most consequential military and political moves in decades. Reoccupying Gaza might achieve some tactical goals, but at what cost? The lives of hostages, the safety of soldiers, and the fate of over 2 million civilians hang in the balance. So here's the question: is a full conquest of Gaza a necessary step to end the war, or a path to deeper entanglement and humanitarian disaster? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more updates on this evolving story, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Stay informed and stay critical.